Well, they've wrapped up jury selections over in Orlando, Florida today for the Sarah Boone trial. And tomorrow morning, we will be live as they hold a hearing prior to finalizing their jury selections. But first, what happened today? Anything important in jury selections? Did we learn anything new? Well, let's get to it.
Sarah Boone walked into the Orange County courtroom wearing a blue dress shirt, slacks, and jail slippers. After a week-long delay due to Hurricane Milton, jury selection for her trial began Monday. Boone sat before jurors without handcuffs.
Do you choke me?
It's evidence like this cell phone video that the state and defense would rather potential jurors to have not already seen.
Has anyone seen a video of a man in a suitcase?
There was a series of questions from Judge Michael Kranick to see if potential jurors had already seen the cell phone video, the interrogation video, and the body cam video from when deputies responded.
Body-worn camera videos in which Miss Boone is speaking to police. Do you have such strong feelings that you could not be a fair and impartial juror? If you have those beliefs, please raise your paddles at this time.
So that was Monday. And the controversy yesterday was no shoes for Boone. She had on her little navy top with black pants, but she was wearing white socks and jail slippers. Today, they made sure that she had flats. Looks like ballet flats. And as you'll see here, she was in a suit today. Gray and turquoise. Sitting in between James Owens and Tony Henderson. Word has it she was just talking Tony Henderson's ear off yesterday. And before the jurors came in today, you could see James Owens giving her a fist pump. Yes, pumping up his client, getting her ready to go for the day. He's probably thinking to himself, just sit down and keep your mouth shut, please. But even with all this attention, Sarah still was not satisfied this afternoon. You can tell that she is reveling in all the attention she is receiving from her defense team. And we also heard that Sarah was able to get a shower before she hit the sack last night in preparation for trial today. Because let's face it, 2 a.m., that's a little bit of a stretch. 9 p.m., really? No, that doesn't happen, everyone. We're pretty certain that everything that comes out of Sarah's mouth is stretched beyond whatever it needs to be, but it always fits her agenda. James Owens told Stephanie Buffamonte of Fox News that his client was anxious to get her trial started. I bet she is. Another thing to note for today, no restraints were found on Sarah this morning. They may have been put on her later in the afternoon, but this morning, nothing on the ankles, nothing on the wrists. Juror number 35 was struck for cause. Juror number 35, we did speak about today in our live stream. If you want to go back and find that, she was on a Reddit post. She gave out a little information after she got back from the courthouse yesterday, and it was kind of interesting to hear. So make sure you go check that out. This morning, she seems to be talking James Owens' ears off, as another panel of 50 people were brought in this morning. Yesterday, they had 100 potential jurors that were brought in. This morning, another panel of 50 people were brought into the courtroom in the morning, and then also another 50 in the afternoon after lunch. Sarah Boone was said to be fidgety today. She was flipping through her legal papers. Judge Kranick had asked the jury pool, what is a person's biggest fear? And the answer to that, he said, was public speaking. Many potential jurors today said that they had travel plans for various places in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Of the first 50 people that were brought in this morning, no one had heard of Sarah Boone, and only one had seen the Suitcase video on the news. So by lunchtime, they had a total of 43 qualified jurors. Kranick wants just 7 more before going forward. For those of you who were interested and who was there with the defense team today for Sarah Boone, they had a private investigator, Billy Lane, from Prison Break Investigations, Shelby Andrews, she was their jury selection consultant, Kevin Beck came in from New Mexico, he's co-counsel, and Tony Henderson from Milton, Florida, is the second chair. And of course, we all know James Owens is lead counsel. He makes sure everybody knows that. Tony Henderson, his co-chair, is with Henderson and Rabin. They're a criminal defense and personal injury law firm. According to James Owens, the defense's first 20 witnesses are going to be from the Orange County Sheriff's Office. I suspect that they'll be attacking law enforcement on the way that her cases were handled, and they'll be going at that angle. I mean, let's face it, that's what the defense usually does, right? It's everything that law enforcement did wrong, that they got wrong, and how they've misjudged Sarah Boone and put her where she is right now to be on trial. So let's remember, Sarah Boone is charged with second-degree murder. Last week, she refused a plea deal of a lesser charge of manslaughter. So she now looks at 22 plus years to life in prison if found guilty for the death of Jorge Torrez Jr. This trial has had 16 continuances. And then technically, you could count the delay also from the Hurricane Milton, which was last week. One potential juror said he had a business meeting that he was supposed to be at, but he was flying private. But he made sure he let everybody know that it's not his plane. The judge and everyone else laughed at that. So there were 29 initially stricken for cause. 21 remained in the morning pool. Jurors were being brought in individually at that point for follow-up questions. They now have 43 qualified jurors, and the magic number is 50. They still have several motions to argue, and that will happen in the morning. And again, we will be live for that. Then Wednesday afternoon, the state will conduct individual voir dire. Thursday morning, the defense will do theirs. Therefore, opening statements will not happen before Thursday afternoon. I know. Oh, man, I know. I'm bummed, too. I'm ready to get this party started. But one person on Twitter got my attention, and they brought it all down to what this trial is really all about. Matt on Twitter says, let's not lose sight of the fact that there was a man brutally tortured and suffocated to death, and his loved ones need to be remembered. Let us see justice for Jorge Torrez Jr. Hashtag Justice for George. Each side has 10 preemptory challenges, which they are expected to use on Wednesday and Thursday. Judge said that there are now 43 potential jurors. Judge suggested jury selection could be over by Wednesday. State drops mini bombshell that they just received 550 pages of Sarah Boone's medical records. However, everything that we saw on the docket showed that it was Jorge Torrez's medical records. The state did file a motion in limine, and we did go over that earlier today on our live stream. Of the afternoon potential jurors, 2 of them immediately said they recognized Sarah Boone, and another person speaking in Spanish said they did not speak English. The goal is to get 7 more potential jurors this afternoon out of the next panel. Then that group of 50 will be questioned further by both sides. Judge Cranick keeps reminding the jurors that the trial is expected to last 2.5 weeks, ending on or before November 1st. According to Kathy Rusin of Law and Crime, she said the best exchange of the day was the juror saying, I have an optometrist appointment next week. Judge says, does it affect your ability to see today? Juror says, it affects my ability to see every day. Judge says, next time, I'll be more specific with my questioning. Another potential juror said, I have selective hearing. I only hear what I want to hear. Everyone in the courtroom laughed. He said, it's true. My kids can call my name 15 times and I don't respond. I also do not take medication for it. You think he was looking to get out of jury duty? One possible juror was telling the defense that she did see the Sarah Boone suitcase video. She was asked if it concerned her. She said she was not sure if she could be impartial. So by the end of the day, Judge Cranick had whittled potential jury pool down to 54. But 54 jurors cannot fit in current courtroom. So the judge is planning to move everyone to the 23rd floor for tomorrow's continued jury selection. And before the end of the day was over, of course, it had to be turned into the Sarah Boone show. Watch Billy Lane, the investigator, sitting right here in the chair, scratching his head. I bet he is so embarrassed to be a part of this. Has any other prisoner asked for so many items?
She's asking for 2 juice packs, 5 peppermints, 2 bags of chips, a bag of candy, and a bag of either cookies or a Pop-Tart to allow her through the day. I think they serve them a peanut butter and jelly sandwich down in the basement at lunch, but she's not diagnosed with any kind of blood sugar, but she says she gets like today. She's feeling tired and lethargic, and so she feels like those items during a break, that she could have something like that to keep her energy level.
Good evening, Michael. A very attentive Sarah Boone taking notes as jury selection took place inside the Orange County Courthouse today. We also learned today that Sarah Boone is hungry. You can see her there dressed in a black suit. Her attorney, Mr. Owen, telling the judge that during proceedings, Sarah Boone is becoming lethargic and she needs some snacks. Let's listen to that request and the judge's response.
She's asking for 2 juice packs, 5 peppermints, 2 bags of chips, a bag of candy, and a bag of either cookies or a Pop-Tart to allow her through the day. I think they serve them a peanut butter and jelly sandwich down in the basement at lunch, but she's not diagnosed with any kind of blood sugar, but she says she gets like today. She's feeling tired and lethargic, and so she feels like those items during a break, that she could have something like that to keep her energy level.
Good Lord.
I will speak to the captain of the jail if I can get a hold of her before 5 o'clock tonight and see what, if anything, we can do. I can't make any promises.
He's like, this is
My
ridiculous.
understanding from the deputies is that there are 2 bagged meals which are given, which include cookies as well, that are provided for Ms. Boone. And that's for all inmates that are stored downstairs during trials. So I'll inquire of the jail staff if I can get a hold of them this evening, and hopefully have an answer, if any, tomorrow. Has anyone seen a video of a man in a suitcase? If you've seen such a video, raise your paddles. I see juror number 35. Anyone else? All right, thank you. Has anyone commented on any social media platform or chat room about a video of a man in a suitcase? Court sees no paddles. Has anyone seen a video of Miss Boone being interrogated by police? If you've seen such a video, please raise your paddles. Court sees no paddles. Has anyone commented on any social media platforms or chat rooms about a video of Miss Boone being interrogated by police? If you've done that, please raise your paddles. No paddles.
And Michael, proceedings resume at 9:30 a.m. Eastern here in Orlando, and we'll be here to bring you all the latest. We'll send it back to you.
She said 9:30 a.m. So that is an update from me. So I think maybe I need to adjust my time slot to, it would be 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, 9:30 Eastern. But I like to come on a little bit early. You guys have to come in tomorrow and watch, because guess what? I think she's gonna get cranicked. We hope anyway, right? Thank you for joining me here for this quick update, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the morning. Y'all have a blessed evening. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and feel free to leave a comment. Have a blessed day.